All right. One of the services that we have actually great experience on is on move in and move out cleaning services, which also comes combined with post construction cleaning services. Now, Maria has recently launched a new book called The Ultimate Moving Cleaning System, and what it does is it shows systematically, step by step, all the things that is actually needed in order to achieve a thorough cleaning before you move into your new home, and or as you are moving out of your old home, or maybe after you have gone through a post construction. And by post construction, what we mean is actually if you have done some renovations inside the house, like painting or doing the floors, or doing your kitchen, or redoing your bathroom, or doing any type of work, any type of construction work inside of the house. And a lot of times, the clients say, this is minor, they just painted the walls, and there's really not much dust in the house. But in reality, what happens is before they actually paint, what they do is they actually sand the walls, and they apply compound to the walls depending on the damages of the walls. And what happens is that all of this dust is actually flying in the air. Now, depending on the type of materials, or depending on the age of the house, depending how old the house is, and depending on the material that was used as the house was built, most of these paint that is actually all the particles that are actually flying in the air from the sanding, are very, very harmful and dangerous for your health. So be very careful. Something as minor as just doing painting could actually be harming your your health and the health of your kids and your pets. So so when we talk about post construction, we're talking about any type of work that you might have done inside of the house, whether it is painting, renovating your kitchen, your bathrooms, or doing any type of renovation as far as doing your floors, your wood floors, or installing new tiles into your kitchen, or into your bathrooms. The first service that we actually are in great demand is for move out, post construction, or in this case what we call a new home revamp. And what we need to be careful here is with the estimates that you get, because what happens is that a lot of the estimates that you might be getting are just superficial cleaning. Okay, so if they just want to do superficial cleaning, a lot of times clients come to us and they say, what, this other company XYZ actually provided us with a quote that is actually half of your quote, or 3/4 of your quote, or 75. You're actually 25 or 20% on above the estimate. And what the clients don't realize is actually that what they are paying for is just superficial cleaning. And in this part of the cleaning, especially when you're moving into your new home, you've got to be really careful, because if you're going to be doing just superficial cleaning, which means just passing the damp cloth around the furniture or the cabinets, or the countertops, it can definitely be accomplished in the time that perhaps you're being quoted for. But if you're going to do it in the 3-step manner that we do it, which is the first step is to actually remove all of the dust out of the walls and every surface inside the house, and the second step is actually to clean it, and the third step is actually to sanitize every single part of the inside of your house. Then this is a very lengthy process and actually takes more time than what you could be quoted on. So be very careful when you listen to these quotes that are half of it. As a first reaction, if you're price sensitive, then you could just jump off the boat and say and go with whatever company offers you half of what the other company is offering you. So if you're going to be comparing apples to apples, just make sure that you go through every single point that the cleaning entails. And one of the things that one of the things that we do that we rarely see other companies do is the thorough cleaning, especially behind the areas of the refrigerator and behind the areas of the kitchen. So one of the things that we do is before you move in, whether they have done construction or not done construction, what we do is we actually move the refrigerator towards the front. And the reason we move it to the front is because we want to make sure that there are no dead rodents, no dead mice under the refrigerator, or dead at the back of the refrigerator. This usually happens and clients just don't notice it, and they have these awful smell inside of the house, but they really don't know exactly what's causing it. So one of the things that you might want to do is just look behind your refrigerator, pull it over, and make sure that whomever's going to be doing your cleaning is actually included. So one of the things that we actually do as a requirement is that we must move all the equipment, meaning not the equipment, but the appliances in the kitchen, such as the refrigerator and the stove, as well as your laundry room. So in your laundry room, we need to move the dryer and the washer, unless you're actually fixed into the encasing wall, in which case we won't be able to move it, or if there's very little, hose that would allow us to move it towards the front, then we would not be able to move it. But if there's plenty of hose, between 4 to 6 feet of hose, whether it's a gas-operated equipment or appliance, then we definitely is a requirement to do it. So it's not an option for us; it's definitely a requirement because we know that all of this dirt is actually accumulated behind these appliances, which rarely get actually clean. So that's why we actually take the time to move all these appliances and to make sure that every single corner of your home, every single area, every single nitty-gritty part of your home is actually thoroughly clean. The next thing that we do, and that you might not notice, is that in case you have baseboard radiators, which is your heating system, in case you have them along the bottom baseboard, the bottom part of your floor, the bottom part of your walls, close to the floor. One of the things that we do is we take out the cover and we actually vacuum and clean the cover protector as well as the filaments inside of the heating baseboard unit. This actually comes very handy when the previous owner or the previous tenant, depending on whether you're going to be renting or owning this new property, has had any type of pets. And for the biggest surprise is every time we show the clients, the amount of hair, of pet hair that is actually accumulated on these radiator units. They are actually surprised that they can actually see for themselves, because once, let's say, if you get your floors done, the contractor comes and does the floor, if they're going to do any minor cleaning to your property, it is going to be mostly to all the surfaces without opening anything or getting into trouble. Okay, so so all of this dust is actually accumulated on top of the hair that is accumulated from the previous owners, pets that they had, whether it was a dog, a cat, or whatever they had inside of the house. So what we do is we actually vacuum inside and clean, the protective covers of the baseboard radiators. The other thing that is very key is that you must be very careful also with the areas pertaining to your cabinets in your kitchen, because a lot of times we have actually found feces from mice. Okay, so the way we actually go about cleaning all the cabinets in your kitchen and your bathrooms and in your closets, is that we first vacuum all of these cabinets, all of these drawers. We first vacuum them, and depending whether it's a post-construction or just a regular move-in cleaning, we would actually clean and then disinfect every single area of these drawers. Okay. Now, if these are new drawers that have just been installed, or new cabinets, or you just have had a new cabinetry in place installed, a lot of times, all of the debris from the installation is actually accumulated inside, under the drawers, actually, not on the drawers, but under the drawers. As you take out all these drawers, you'll notice that at the bottom of the drawers there's a huge amount of dust and debris collected from the drilling of the wood as they were installing the cabinet. So one of the things that we do is we actually disassemble and take out all of the drawers, and make sure that all the drawers are out, so that we can actually clean the inside of the walls of the cabinets that are holding the drawers. And what we do is we vacuum in the base of the cabinets and make sure that there's no dirt or dust collected at the bottom of it. This way you can actually start brand new in your new home place without knowing that there is actually dust and any debris accumulated inside of your cabinets. And that's exactly why I say that we clean every single corner of your home, is because we actually do it. And that's also another requirement. Now, if you are moving, if you are moving out, this is one of the things that pretty much falls onto a gray area, and if you're moving out, a lot of the times, the clients, depending on whether they own it and they have just sold their homes to to a new owner, they would mostly want just a superficial cleaning, because they know that the person moving into their new homes are going to call a cleaning service company, requesting a cleaning service to be done prior to them moving in. Okay, so that's now the other part is when there's a tenant that is moving out of a unit, and they have the landlord on their back wanting them to actually leave the property in top mint condition so that they can actually get their security deposit back. And if that's the case, then we would actually will not go as deep and thorough on a move-out cleaning, depending on what the condition and what the requirements and what the agreement was between the old owner and the new owner, or the old tenant leaving the old property. Okay, so depending on what the agreement is, it's a very flexible area that we can actually work with the clients in getting actually what they need in that case, because pretty much it's based on a second agreement with a third party that we actually have no control over. Okay, so we'll pretty much go according to the client, but definitely when it comes to moving into your new home property, definitely we'll have to move all of the appliances, reach every single corner, and make sure that all of the areas inside of the bathrooms are thoroughly clean and sanitized, for any diseases that the previous old owner might have had. So you don't want to have that in case you have kids, or in case you have any other family member that might be very susceptible to contagious diseases. All right. Now, one of the easiest parts that actually that will actually cost you very it would be a very low investment, would be to actually replace the toilet seats in the bathrooms. All right, if whatever toilet seats they left you with, my best recommendation is to actually get rid of those toilet seats and get brand new seats. Now, if you want us to install it, we'll totally install them free of charge for you. There's actually no need to pay us to install those toilet seats for you. If you would like us to order it for you, we'll be more than glad and happy to order it through our online store. and have them ready for the day that the moving cleaning act. All right, so in essence, in a short, brief, three nuggets type of information. What's so good about the moving and move out cleaning, or post construction cleaning as we call it? Well, we have 25 years of master cleaning system, plus we have specialized crews of 3 people, and all the supplies that we're actually using are from the line of Method, which are all organic cleaning supplies, and we actually provide you with a HEPA vacuum from the line of Electrolux, which are the best vacuums in the market at the moment. It's fully owner managed services. That means that there is an owner of the company actually present during the cleaning, supervising and managing the team to make sure that all the teams actually finish in accordance to what the terms and conditions were agreed upon with the client. And there's 100% money back guaranteed. In case you're not happy with what we do, we're going to be providing you, or we're not going to be charging you anything at all. So what areas get clean? As we mentioned, just going with through the kitchen first. The kitchen, in the areas of the kitchen, all the cabinetry, all inside and outside of the cabinets, all the countertops, sinks, all the refrigerators inside and outside. We're going to move the refrigerator towards the front, vacuum, mop, and clean the adjacent encasing walls, as well as the back of the refrigerator. And then we're going to also clean the stovetop, the oven, and then we're going to move the kitchen. We're going to move the stove towards the front so that we can actually vacuum and mop and get rid of any rodents out of the back of the stove. Then in regards to the windows, we're going to be doing the windows in and out. It's actually achievable and doable. There are some clients who actually prefer just to do them inside, but my best recommendation is to start brand new in your new home with the windows actually clean inside and outside. Or we do have another option by which you can go, which is to power wash the house from the outside. So if you would like to just do the windows inside and then you want to do a power wash from the outside, we can definitely do that for you as well. In regards to the floors, if you have wood floors, we're going to first vacuum it, and then we're going to mop it with an organic cleaning called Bona, B-O-N-A, and all the supplies that we use for the kitchen come from the line of Method, all of them. Okay, so and that's the only cleaning supplies that we use, only from the line of Method. In regards to the bathrooms now, the bathrooms, once again, depending on what the condition of the bathroom is, if you're moving into your new home, definitely we're going to ask you to replace the toilet seats, or let us buy the toilet seats for you through our online web store, and then we can install them for you just in case of transmittable diseases. And then in regards to the shower area, or the standing shower, or the jacuzzis, depending on whether you're moving into your new home without any construction, without any renovations, or with renovations. In case there is no renovations, then we're going to proceed to clean and sanitize every single area of the showers, sinks, toilets, floors, walls, ceilings, in case there are any accumulation of condensation on the ceilings, which usually happens. And if if it's a post-construction, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be first removing the dust, and then we're going to proceed to steps 2 and 3, which will be to clean and then sanitize all the areas inside of your bathroom. And when I say all the areas, that includes the light fixtures, that includes the radiator, baseboard radiators that you might have inside the bathroom. That includes the windows in and out, the sashes, the window rails, which is another service that we provide called Vista Cleaning, which not only cleans the windows themselves, but also the railing, the sashes, the screens, and every single part of the windows if you decide to do inside and outside. So that's totally covered. In regards to the bedrooms, once again, depending on whether you are moving into your new home without any construction, if there's no construction, then what we're going to do is, depending on what the walls are like, if there's a lot of dust on the walls, we're first going to pass couple of passes of Swiffer pads to get rid of all the dust from the walls, and highly recommended if you're doing a post-construction. On a post-construction, definitely we need to do Swiffer pads because of all the dust collected on the walls and ceilings, and every single area like the doors, closets, baseboards, and every single area inside of the bedrooms. And once again, when we're doing a moving cleaning or a post-construction cleaning, we're going to go inside all of your closets, make sure that there's no dirt. First, if you're doing a post-construction, that there's no dust inside of the cabinets, inside of the drawers, and then we're going to actually clean and disinfect all of the areas inside of your closets, and then we're going to do the doors. The doors we're going to clean top, bottom, sides, front and back, so every single part of the door gets clean, as well as the door frames of the doors inside of your bedroom. If you have a walk-in closet, we're going to clean and first vacuum all of the drawers, and then we're going to clean and sanitize the inside of the drawer, so that when you come and move in, you're actually just ready to put all your clothes into your drawers or into the shelves, start hanging up your clothes into the closets, instead of you having to clean it or having to sanitize it. So all of these areas inside of the closets, including the floor, the baseboards, is going to be vacuumed and then mopped using the organic cleaning supply. In case you have wood floor, we're going to use Bona, which is a floor cleaner. And the beauty about Bona is that it actually adds a protective shield on top of your wood floor. So not only does it stays clean for the day that we clean, but it actually lasts a couple of days, like 3 to 4 days, depending on the amount of usage or amount of traffic that you have in those areas. The next thing that we do is we clean all the windows, and that includes, once again, with the service of Vista Cleaning. So this is actually part of the moving or post-construction cleaning we're going to be giving you, definitely with Vista Cleaning, because your windows are actually most likely, I'll say about 90% of the time, in bad shape from the previous owner. So what we do is we actually clean the inside, the outside of the windows, including the window rails, the sashes, the frames, and the screens of the windows in case there are any screens. In regards to the floors, we're going to vacuum and mop the floors, including the baseboards. And we're going to make sure that every single area in that bedroom is actually taken care of. Then the next area that actually is going to be clean, that is something that we do that very few other companies, I haven't seen any other company do it, but what we do is we actually do clean the vents and the heating radiators. So we're going to take out the cover from the baseboard heating radiators, vacuum inside the filaments, and clean the covering plate as well. In regards to the vents, we're going to change the filters in case you need to have those filters changed. Definitely, if you did a post-construction, I'll highly recommend you changing those filters. And once again, we can order it through our online store. And we're going to vacuum the vents in case you have central air system. It's going to be thoroughly clean, and it's going to be part of the service. Now, we have all of this information actually packed into the Ultimate Moving Cleaning System. What I did now is just give you a brief overview, understanding of what is included as part of the move-in or move-out or post-construction. Little did I do for the move-out cleaning, and the reason being is because it's more like a grayish area that we need to first make sure whether you are the owner or you are the tenant owner of the property. Usually, most of the cases, if you are the owner of the house and you just sold the house, usually it comes as a sign of respect, as a sign of courtesy to the next owner of the property to actually leave your old home in top, mint, decent condition. And if you are the previous tenant, if you're renting this place, which could be an apartment or a condominium or a house, depending on your agreement with the landlord, we're going to be doing exactly as it is prescribed between you and the landlord. All right. If you want us to go very deep and thorough, we'll be more than glad and happy to do it. Most of the cases, that's not the case, where that for a move out cleaning, you will require us to do a very deep, thorough cleaning, but it's always an option. Okay, so and once again, with the move out cleaning, we actually do cover everything. Everything inside of the house, and that again is the closets, the windows, the doors, inside every single room, every single storage area, the hallways, kitchens and bathrooms, inside of the cabinets, outside of the cabinets, countertops, floors, everything from top to bottom, side to side, corner to corner. The only difference is that in some cases, especially with the move out cleaning, is that the client will not request the cabinets to be cleaned inside, but only a superficial outside cleaning, more like a surface cleaning to every single part of the house, just to make it look decent enough for the next owner.